We're raising our hands. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What? It's
You can take the white one.
Mamluks hadn't stopped another of Genghis's grandsons at the Battle of Ain Jalut, they probably would have taken all of North Africa. Man, Genghis Khan spread a lot of grandsons. It must be time for the open letter. An open letter to Genghis Khan's descendants. Oh, but first let's check what's in the secret compartment today. Oh. Noisemaker and champagne poppers. Stan, you know I suck at these. What's all this for? Oh, it's because it's a birthday party! Yay! Happy birthday to Genghis Khan's descendants. How do I know it's your birthday, Genghis Khan's descendants? Because every day is your birthday. Because right now, on the planet Earth, there are 16 million direct descendants of Genghis Khan, meaning that every day is the birthday of 43,000 of them. So good news, Genghis Khan. Your empire might be gone, but your progeny lives on, and on, and on, and on. Happy birthday! Best wishes, John Green. Unfortunately for the Mongols, those guys weren't always working together because Genghis Khan failed to create a single political unit out of his conquests. Instead, after Genghis's death, the Mongols were left with four really important empires called Khanates. The Yuan dynasty in China, the Ilkhanate in Persia, the Chagatai Khanate in Central Asia, and the Khanate of the Golden Horde in Russia.
okay. The Mongol Empire was a success because it was united under a strong political system. Is that true or false?
False.
Is it? Why is it true? They said it. Did they say that in the video?
No.
Did you hear something about their political structure?
They had none.
Correct. They had none. They were all military. All he was concerned about was conquering land and obtaining more people. So it is false.
All the way back to the Hellenistic period, this is similar to what happened to another good general who wasn't much for administration, Alexander the Great. Also, neither of them ever conquered India. The Mongols succeeded primarily because of their military skill. Genghis Khan's army, which never numbered more than 130,000, was built on speed and archery, just like this guy. Mongol mounted archers were like super fast tanks compared to the foot soldiers and knights they were up against. But wait, all the military history nerds are saying, once people knew the Mongols were coming, why didn't they just hold up in castles and forts? It's not like the Mongols had flying horses. Except they did. They didn't? Stan, why are you always making history boring? So the Mongols apparently didn't have flying horses, but they were uncommonly adaptable. So even though they'd never seen a castle before they started raiding, they became experts at siege warfare by interrogating prisoners. And they also adopted gunpowder, probably introducing it to Europeans, and they even built ships so they could attack Japan. Yep.
Okay, I need a couple of volunteers. According to John Green, the Mongols were successful because of their military prowess, which were the following things that the Mongols used as they fought their wars of conquest: gunpowder, archers, ships, flying horses, interrogation, and Greek fire. I see about 4 correct answers, so I need about 4 volunteers. Let me just go down the rows. You can come on up. Pick one. Who hasn't gone off this row? Everyone has?
Drake, have you gone?
You don't want to? Okay, come on. You come on. Yes. You what up, Benny? Did you go up? You come on up. Oh no, I'm talking about for the answers. Unless you see another option. Do you see another? Are the flying horses real? Yeah, but I understand. Do you guys see any more in row 1? Do you see any more options that could be selected? No? Okay, let's check it out. Everyone is correct. They used gunpowder, they had archers, they had ships, and they used interrogation to get the knowledge that they needed.
Except there happened to be a typhoon. Also, people were terrified of the Mongols. Often, cities would surrender the moment the Mongols arrived just to escape slaughter. But of course, that only happened because there were occasions when the Mongols did, slaughter entire towns. So with all that background, let us return to the question of Mongol awesomeness. First, 5 arguments for awesome. 1, the Mongols really did reinvigorate cross-Eurasian trade. The Silk Road trading routes that had existed for about 1,000 years by the time the Mongols made the scene had fallen into disuse, but the Mongols valued trade because they could tax it. and they did a great job of keeping their empire safe. It was said that a man could walk from one end of the Mongol Empire to the other with a gold plate on his head without ever fearing being robbed.
The Mongols really did reinvigorate cross-Eurasian. What is the answer for that?
Anybody now?
He just said it. Oh. Anyone?
Unification?
Huh?
Unification?
No. What did they reinvigorate? What went across Eurasia? What was prominent at this time? Go ahead. Correct. Trade.
We talked about that in here too.
Pay attention. This next one goes really quick.
The Mongols increased communication through Eurasia by developing this Pony Express-like system of way stations with horses and riders that could quickly relay information. It was called the Yam system, and it also included these amazing bronze passports which facilitated travel.
The Mongols increased blank through Eurasia. What did they increase with their mailing systems and everything? C word. Yeah, what are all these forms called? Mail, the Pony Express. What are people doing with each other?
Shipping?
Yes, communication.
What?
See, another thing that traveled along Mongol trade routes was cuisine. For example, it was because of the Mongols that rice became a staple of the Persian diet, which I mentioned entirely because I happen to like Persian food. Oh,
Rice fruit? Rice route?
Another thing that traveled along Mongol blank routes were cuisine.
Trade.
Four, the Mongols forcibly relocated people who were useful to them, like artists and musicians, and especially administrators. As you can imagine, the Mongols weren't much for administrative tasks, like keeping records, so they found people who were good at that stuff and just moved them around the empire. This created the kind of cross-cultural pollination that world historians these days get really excited about. And
The Mongols forcibly relocated people who were lent to them. What did they do with the doctors and the teachers? Okay, I already picked. Okay. That's what the relocated part was. So the Mongols forcibly relocated people who were blank to them.
They were important.
What word did he use? What word did he use? That's correct.
Important, useful.
Useful. You know, you guys had all the right synonyms.
Five, the Mongols were almost unprecedentedly tolerant of different religions. They themselves were shamanists, believing in nature spirits, but since their religion was tied to the land from which they came, they didn't expect new people to adopt it, and they didn't ask them to. So you could find Muslims and Buddhists and Christians and people of any other religion you can think of prospering throughout the Mongol Empire. And it's that kind of openness that has led historians to go back and evaluate the Mongols, seeing them as kind of a precursor to modernity. But
The Mongols were almost unprecedentedly tolerant of different what?
Religion?
Religion, correct.
But there is another side of the story that we should not forget. So here are 5 reasons why the Mongols might not be so great. 1, here is Genghis Khan's definition of happiness. The greatest happiness is to vanquish your enemies, to chase them before you, to rob them of their wealth, to see those dear to them bathed in tears, to clasp to your bosom their wives and daughters. Off topic, but if that quote rings a bell, it might be because Oliver Stone blatantly plagiarized Genghis Khan in the movie Conan the Barbarian. 2 is an extension of 1. The Mongols were seriously brutal conquerors. I mean, not uniquely brutal, but Still, Mongols often destroyed entire cities, and most historians estimate the number they killed to be in the millions. 3, their empire didn't last. Within 80 years, they'd left China and been replaced by a new dynasty, the Ming, and in Persia, they blended in so completely that by the 15th century, they were totally unrecognizable. I mean, they'd even taken up agriculture. Agriculture, the last refuge of scoundrels who wanted to devote their lives to working instead of schooly pooping. They also weren't particularly interested in artistic patronage or architecture. I mean, your palace may last forever, but my yurt can go anywhere. 5, the Mongols were probably responsible for the Black Death. By opening up trade, they also opened up vectors for disease to travel, in the case of the plague, via fleas infected with Yersinia pestis. And at least according to one story, the Mongols intentionally spread the plague by catapulting their plague-ridden cadavers over the walls of Kaffa in the Crimea. While this
So yeah, like he was saying, they were throwing the sickened bodies over the wall. It's called biological warfare, where they spread viruses or disease.
back to biological warfare might have happened, it's unlikely to be what actually spread the plague. More likely it was the fleas on the rafts and the holds of Black Sea ships that were trading with Europe, but that trade only existed because of the Mongols. Alright, Stan, one last time, do the Mongolage. So the Mongols promoted trade, diversity, and tolerance, and they also promoted slaughter and senseless destruction. And what you think about the Mongols ends up saying a lot about you. Do you value artistic output over religious diversity? Is imperialism that doesn't last better or worse than imperialism that does? And are certain kinds of warfare inherently wrong? If you think those are easy questions to answer, then I haven't been doing my job. Regardless.
Okay, so we can answer this one together. So the Mongols promoted senseless destruction. Yes or no?
No.
They just wrecked everything.
No.
They approved of diversity. They slaughtered people. They encouraged trade.
Yes.
And they had high tolerance of people for different religions.
Yes.
Klein wants to know if you have one of those like
Okay,
plastic
awesome.
cover.
Listen, I look forward to reading your answers in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Yes,
See you next
and tell her I'll
Crash
go
Course
to
is
her
produced and
at
directed by
lunch.
Stan.
Awesome job,
Supervised
guys.
by Jennifer Johnson. The show is written by my high school history teacher, Roland Meyer, and myself, and our grad expert.
How much time do we have left?
We have about 5 or 6 minutes.
Okay, so what I'm passing out is a 3-2-1 sheet. We're gonna write 3 things that we learned, 2 interesting facts, and a question that we still have. This is your exit activity, so make sure you write something down.
Is it just one thing or all three?
All of it. You have time to fill it out.
It's two things that you're avoiding expense.
There you go, buddy.
They had one in northern counties and they knew that. You should have one.
They're supposed to.